Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share a powerful truth with you. Never tell people what you do. The world is obsessed with titles, with labels, with categorizing people based on their jobs or their positions in life. But I want you to understand something. Who you are is far greater than what you do. What you do is simply a vehicle, a means to an end, a part of the journey. But it is not the journey itself. It does not define you. Your purpose, your reason for being is what matters most, and that cannot be captured in a title or a job description. When you know your purpose, when you understand the mission that has been placed within you, you stop measuring your worth by what others think of your job or your position. You stop tying your identity to what you do. You are more than your career. You are more than your profession. You are more than a label or a title. Your purpose is your life's work, and it's much bigger than any task you perform. Your calling is not something to be explained, it's something to be lived. You see, the world doesn't need to hear what you do, the world needs to see what you do. Your actions will speak louder than any words you could ever say. Let your results be a testimony. The impact you make, the lives you touch, the legacy you leave, these are the things that will define you. People don't need to know the details of your work, they need to witness the fruit of your labor. When you focus on your actions, on delivering excellence in everything you do, the world will take notice. You won't need to explain yourself. Your work will do that for you. But here's something critical: guard your vision. Don't expose your dreams to the world too soon. The world is full of people who will tell you why it can't be done, why it won't work, and why your vision is too big. If you share your goals prematurely, you open yourself up to the doubts and criticisms of others. Keep your dreams close to your heart. Let them grow, let them mature, and let them take shape in the silence of your mind and spirit. The more you reveal about your vision, the more you invite the risk of it being interrupted by the opinions of others. Keep it in your heart, nurture it quietly, and let it manifest in its own time. When it is ready to be revealed, it will be undeniable. Another important point: don't seek validation from others. The world is filled with people who crave recognition, who seek applause and praise for their every move. But I want to tell you that the true measure of success is not in external approval. The true measure of success is in the fulfillment of your purpose. Seek fulfillment within yourself, not from the world around you. If your work is done with integrity and passion, if you are aligned with your purpose, you will find fulfillment. You don't need others to confirm your worth. Your satisfaction comes from within, from knowing that you are on the right path, from knowing that you are contributing to the greater good. Finally, remember the power of humility. When you don't feel the need to tell others what you do, you show that your focus is on the work, not on gaining praise or recognition. Humility allows you to stay grounded, to stay focused on the task at hand. It keeps you from becoming distracted by the noise of the world. Humility allows your actions to speak for you, and in doing so, it keeps you on a path of greatness. The world may admire you for what you do, but your true strength lies in your humility and your commitment to the work itself. So I encourage you, stop telling people what you do. Live your purpose. Let your actions speak louder than words. Guard your vision, stay humble, and seek fulfillment from within. Let your life be a testimony of the impact you make, and let your work be your declaration of greatness. Because when you stop focusing on telling others what you do, you start living what you were meant to do. And that is where true power lies. Your purpose is greater than your title. What you do in life is important, yes, but it does not define who you are. Too many people spend their lives chasing titles, thinking that the job they hold or the role they play will give them significance. They wear their title like a badge, believing it's the marker of their worth, the proof of their value. But the truth is, your title is just a reflection of one moment in time. It's just one chapter in your story. It is not the entire story, and it certainly is not the most important part of your life's work. Your title might tell the world what you do, but it cannot tell the world who you are. Your true value lies not in the position you hold, but in the purpose you carry. You see, purpose is something much deeper, much more enduring. Purpose is the reason you were placed on this earth in the first place. It is what drives you, what fuels your passion, what pushes you to rise every day and make a difference, regardless of the title you wear or the recognition you receive. Your purpose is a calling, a mission, a force that transcends anything a title could represent. Too often we define ourselves by our careers, by our roles, by the labels that society places on us. But those labels are temporary. They can change. They can be taken away. Today you might be a manager, a doctor, a teacher, or a leader in your field. But what happens when that title shifts? What happens when your role changes, or when the world around you shifts and no longer recognizes that same title? Will you lose yourself in the process? Will you become less of a person because the title changes? Of course not. Your worth is never in your title. Your worth is in your purpose. You are not defined by the job you do. You are defined by the impact you make, by the lives you touch, by the heart you bring to the world. You may be doing something today that feels small or unnoticed, but trust me, the world needs your purpose, not just your title. The world needs the energy you bring, the vision you hold, the contributions that come from the unique gifts within you. Your title might give you a sense of belonging in a certain space, but your purpose gives you the power to transcend any space, any situation. When you live with purpose, you don't need the world to tell you who you are. You already know. People who understand this live differently. They don't tie their identity to the fleeting things that can be stripped away. They know that titles may come and go, but purpose remains. And when you walk in your purpose, you are not bound by the limitations of your current circumstances. Whether you're leading a team, serving in the community, or working quietly behind the scenes, you are doing what you were created to do. That is far greater than any title could ever be. So I encourage you today to stop tying your value to your title. Your title doesn't give you significance. It's your purpose that makes you significant. Your title doesn't make you valuable. It's the heart behind your actions, the impact you have on those around you, and the change you bring to the world that defines your true worth. Understand that you were placed here for a reason far beyond what your title represents. Your life's meaning is greater than any label that the world could give you. Your purpose is your true identity. And when you know your purpose, you don't need to chase a title. You simply live with power, passion, and intention every single day. There's a profound truth that many people overlook. Words are fleeting, but actions are permanent. You can say anything, promise anything, and declare anything, but what truly defines you, what the world remembers, is what you do. In a world filled with noise, where everyone has an opinion and everyone's words are competing for attention, it is your actions that will speak the loudest. They are the language of your character, your commitment, and your capability. So stop waiting for the right words, stop seeking validation from others, and let your actions speak for you. Think about the greatest leaders, the most successful individuals, the trailblazers who have left a lasting impact on the world. What made them stand out? It wasn't their ability to talk a good game. It wasn't their promises or their speeches. It was their ability to show up, to put in the work, to execute with excellence when no one was watching. Their actions proved who they were before their words ever could. They didn't need to explain themselves. Their work, their results, and their impact told the story. In your own life, you have the same opportunity. Every day you wake up, you have a choice. You can talk about your dreams, your goals, and your vision, or you can get to work. You can plan, you can strategize, but the true measure of who you are comes when you start moving, when you start taking action. Because let me tell you something, the world doesn't need your words. The world needs your results. It needs your consistency, your dedication, your ability to persevere when the going gets tough. It needs to see you do what you said you would do, regardless of the obstacles that come your way. Words are easy, anyone can talk, but the real power lies in your ability to follow through, to take action even when the journey is difficult, even when you face setbacks, even when others doubt you. That's where the strength lies. When you let your actions speak, you not only prove to the world what you're capable of, you prove it to yourself. You build trust not just with others, but with yourself. You show yourself that you can make it through the tough times, that you have what it takes to succeed. Every action you take builds your confidence, your character, and your legacy. But there's something even deeper about letting your actions speak. It forces you to be accountable. When you don't rely on words to define you, you rely on the discipline and commitment of your actions. Your actions are what hold you to your purpose and your goals. They ensure that you stay true to your path, that you don't get distracted by empty promises or shallow validation. Your actions create momentum. They keep you moving forward, even when motivation fades, even when the road gets long and hard. Let your actions speak because they have a unique power to inspire. When people see you working hard, when they see you putting in the time, making the sacrifices, and doing the work, they are inspired. You don't have to sell them on your vision. Your work does that for you. People are drawn to those who lead by example. Your actions motivate others to take action, to believe in what's possible, and to push past their own limitations. So stop talking about it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to speak your truth. Let your actions be the proof. When you take that first step, when you choose to act, when you refuse to settle for just talking about it, you step into a new level of power. You align yourself with your purpose and you begin to see the impact you were meant to make in this world. Let your actions speak louder than any words ever could. And watch how they transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Guard your vision, for it is the blueprint of your future. Your vision is not something to be shared lightly, nor is it something that should be exposed to the opinions and doubts of others. It is the most sacred part of you, the picture of what you know you can become even before the world sees it. Too many people reveal their dreams too early, only to be crushed by the weight of skepticism and criticism that follows. They allow the world's noise to drown out the whispers of their hearts, and in doing so, they let go of the very thing that could have led them to greatness. Your vision is a seed that when planted requires time, care, and nurturing to grow. If you expose it to the harsh winds of negativity, to the cold waters of doubt, it will wither before it has a chance to sprout. There are many who will not understand your vision. They won't see what you see, and that's okay. The vision that's been given to you is not for everyone to understand, it's for you to fulfill. It's yours and yours alone. The minute you allow others to dictate what you can or cannot achieve, you give them power over your potential. Don't let anyone make you doubt the vision you've been given. Guard it, protect it, hold it close to your heart. The more you protect it, the stronger it will become. It will grow in silence in the quiet space of your mind and spirit where nothing and no one can touch it. Keep it away from the naysayers, the doubters, and those who are quick to tell you why it can't be done. You must learn to move in silence, to work in silence, to work in silence, to build your vision even when no one else is watching. And in that silence, the vision will take root. It will start to grow. And one day when it is ready, the world will see what you have built. They will see the product of your labor, your faith, your consistency, and your commitment to what you believe in. As you guard your vision, you must also protect your energy. Not everyone who comes into your life has the right intentions, and not everyone who speaks to you understands your purpose. Be selective in whose advice you take and whose opinions you allow to influence you. Sometimes the most well-meaning people can place limitations on you simply because they don't see the bigger picture. But remember, your vision is bigger than what others can understand. You cannot afford to be distracted by their narrow views of what's possible. Your vision is not just a dream, it's your future unfolding. And like any treasure, it is worth protecting. You will face challenges along the way, people who will try to discourage you, but these challenges are part of the process. They are part of what will help refine your vision, strengthen your resolve, and prepare you for the great work that lies ahead. The road to fulfilling your vision will not always be easy, but it will be worth it. And every time you feel like sharing it, every time you feel the urge to tell someone about your dreams, ask yourself, is this the right time? Is this the right person? Will they understand, or will they only hinder my belief in myself? Only share your vision with those who will nurture it, who will support it, and who will encourage you to keep going when the going gets tough. Your vision is your gift to the world. It's the reason you are here. The world may not recognize it today, but in time it will. Guard it fiercely, cultivate it with patience and persistence. Allow it to grow quietly, out of the reach of those who would seek to destroy it with negativity. And when it's time, let it rise up to take its place in the world, a testament to your faith, your work, and your unwavering belief in yourself. The vision that was planted in your heart is bigger than any obstacle that may come your way. It is stronger than any doubt that may cross your mind. And if you guard it with all your heart, it will surely come to pass. Too often we find ourselves looking for validation from others, waiting for someone to recognize our worth, to acknowledge our efforts, to tell us that we are on the right path. We search for approval in the eyes of others, hoping that the world will affirm us and give us the reassurance we crave. But the truth is, validation from others will never bring you the fulfillment or peace that you seek. The world doesn't need to approve of your journey. Your purpose doesn't depend on the applause of others. You must learn to validate yourself, to stand firm in your own worth and your own vision without needing anyone else to confirm it. The danger of seeking external validation is that it places your happiness, your sense of purpose in the hands of others. You become a prisoner of other people's opinions, waiting for them to tell you whether you're on the right track, whether you're good enough, whether your efforts matter. But what happens when the applause fades? What happens when the recognition stops? What happens when no one notices your hard work? If your self-worth is tied to external validation, then you are always at the mercy of the shifting opinions of others. You cannot build a solid foundation on something as unreliable as the approval of the crowd. True validation comes from within. It comes from knowing who you are, understanding your purpose, and trusting that every step you take is aligned with your greater mission. When you validate yourself, you free yourself from the need to constantly prove your worth. You stop chasing after recognition and you start living with a deep internal sense of satisfaction. This doesn't mean that you stop caring about others or that you disregard their feedback. It means that you are not dependent on their approval to feel good about yourself. It means you don't let someone else's opinion of you define who you are or what you can achieve. You have to be your own greatest fan, your own biggest cheerleader. The world may not always see your potential, but that doesn't mean it's not there. People may not always understand your vision, but that doesn't mean it's not valuable. When you believe in yourself, when you trust the process, and when you keep moving forward with conviction, you are building a life that is true to who you are, not who others think you should be. It's the internal fire, the belief in your own worth, that will drive you to keep going when no one else is watching. It will fuel your passion when the world seems indifferent, and it will keep you grounded when the winds of criticism try to shake you. If you constantly seek validation from others, you will never truly tap into the greatness that lies within you. Greatness comes from within. It comes from knowing that you are enough, that you don't need anyone's permission to be the person you were meant to be. You were born with unique gifts, a unique purpose, and a unique vision. And only you can validate that. Only you can decide that you are worthy of the journey, worthy of the challenges, worthy of the rewards that come with walking your path. So stop seeking validation from the world around you. Seek it from within. Know that you are enough, that your efforts are enough, and that you are deserving of every step you take toward your dreams. When you validate yourself, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for permission, and you start living your life with power, purpose, and unshakable confidence. The world may not always see your value, but that's okay. You see it. And that's all that matters. Humility is a force unlike any other. It is not weakness, it is strength that is often misunderstood. The world often tells us to elevate ourselves, to stand tall and loud, to make sure our accomplishments are seen and heard. But true power comes not from shouting about what you've done, but from quietly showing up, doing the work, and remaining grounded in the face of success. Humility is about recognizing that you are part of something greater than yourself. It's about understanding that no matter how high you rise, no matter how many doors you open, there is always more to learn, always more to give, and always room for growth. Humility allows you to walk in the knowledge that you have accomplished much, yet you are never above the opportunity to learn from others. It allows you to acknowledge that no matter how far you've come, you still stand on the shoulders of those who have helped you along the way. It's the understanding that you don't know it all, and that's okay. Humility doesn't diminish your achievements, it magnifies them by showing the world that your success is not something you carry alone. It's built on the contributions of many. There is a power in humility that cannot be seen in a resume or in awards. It is seen in how you treat others, in how you carry yourself when no one is watching, in the quiet consistency of your character. Humility doesn't demand recognition, but it receives it in the most profound way through respect, admiration, and trust. When you act with humility, you don't need to boast about your accomplishments. People see them in the way you work, the way you interact, the way you uplift those around you. Your character becomes your testimony. When you are humble, you recognize that your journey is not solely yours. You recognize the hands that have shaped you, the people who have supported you, and the experiences that have molded you into who you are. This awareness creates a deep gratitude that transcends ego. You start focusing on what you deserve and start focusing on what you can give, on how you can contribute to the world around you. Humility shifts your focus from look at me to how can I serve. It shifts your perspective from climbing to the top to lifting others as you rise. True humility also brings a sense of inner peace. When you are humble, you don't have to constantly worry about proving yourself. You don't have to live in the constant anxiety of comparison, of competing with others for validation. You become free from the need for external approval. Humility gives you the freedom to be yourself, to make mistakes without fear of judgment, and to learn from them without shame. It allows you to grow in grace, to rise above pride, and to see that every moment, every experience, every person is a teacher. Humility doesn't need to prove anything, it simply is. It allows you to be confident in your purpose and your direction without needing to make noise about it. It's often said that those who are truly great are not the ones who call attention to themselves, but the ones who leave a lasting impact without ever seeking the spotlight. Humility creates a space where others can shine, where collaboration is valued over competition, and where the success of the team becomes more important than the recognition of the individual. Humility is not about diminishing yourself, it's about elevating others. It's about understanding that greatness is not achieved alone, and that by lifting others, you lift yourself as well. In a world that often praises loudness, arrogance, and self-promotion, humility stands as a quiet but undeniable force. It is a strength that doesn't need to shout to be heard. It is the ability to stay grounded in your own power, to stay true to your values, and to honor the journey of those around you. Humility keeps you focused on the work, not the applause on the service, not the recognition. And it is in this space of humble greatness that you will find your greatest influence, your most profound success, and your truest fulfillment. Humility is the quiet strength that shapes the true leader, the true achiever. It is the foundation upon which lasting success is built. When you are humble, you are not concerned with your own glory, but with the impact you make in the lives of others. You become a beacon of influence, not because you seek attention, but because you live with integrity, compassion, and a deep commitment to serving those around you. Humility does not diminish your greatness, it magnifies it in ways that cannot be seen in titles or accolades, but in the legacy you leave and the lives you touch. So walk humbly, serve generously, and let your life be a testament to the power of true greatness. The world will recognize you not by the noise you make, but by the quiet, powerful way you change the world around you.